YouTube, how's it going? It's your guy Nutzypoo back with another video today, and we have another video in the Pittsburgh Pirates Rebuild Franchise today. We are at draft day for year 3 of our Pittsburgh Pirates rebuild, and this is going to be an important draft for us. You know, we're starting to play a little bit to our potential. As you guys can see, we're 30-16 so far on the season, which is huge. But it's time for that MLB draft to bring that next influx of talent to make sure that this rebuild goes over the top. Hopefully we can make some big picks. Also in this video, we're going to be taking a look at all of our prime performers up to this point in year 3 of our franchise. We'll be looking at some of the prospects, looking at some of our MLB players and see how everyone's doing. And we're going to be taking a look back at all of the different draft picks and see who ended up having really good drafts and who ended up having mediocre drafts. If you guys haven't already, feel free to drop this video a like and also subscribe to the channel if you're new. We appreciate you guys out here. Come be a part of the Poo crew. Let's get right into it, guys, without much further ado. All right, so like I said, this is kind of a big draft for us because we have the #1 overall pick again. We had a terrible season last year, so this is a big draft. Let's go ahead and see. There's only, if I remember right, there's only 4 blue chip prospects in this, and we have one center fielder who's projected at 2026, a closer who's projected at 2025. Francisco Guzman here. We've gotten a lot of very, very good center fielders recently, but this dude looks like he could be a very, very good player. 2026 potential, but we also have this starting pitcher who's a 2024 MLB ETA. He throws a 4-seam slider, changeup, cutter. Barrett Clark, 80 potential, 65 overall, and he has the chance to hit next year, which is very, very important to us. As you guys see over on the right side, we're very thin at starting pitcher, so this makes a whole lot of sense. We're going to go ahead and take Barrett Clark with the #1 overall pick. 20 years old. See what he can do. All right, round 2. This is going to be a big pick as well. As you can see, we have a guaranteed 80 overall closer here. Got to take best player available. This draft looks super, super thin as far as high talent goes. So we're honestly kind of just going to be hoping for the best at a certain point. We have 2 players who are guaranteed 75 overalls or 75 potentials. I think we're going to go ahead and take Juan Mota here. It looks like 2027 ETA. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. Like I said, this is a super, super weak draft overall. There's 2 more potential 80 potential players here. We have a 55 overall center fielder and a 50 overall third base with first base. I think we're going to take a flyer on the center fielder. Worst case scenario, he's just, you know, depth for us. I could have taken the third baseman there. If the third baseman rolls around to this next part of the draft, we'll go ahead and take him. He's already 22 years old, though. We'll take him. This could end up being not a very good draft, to be honest, just because the draft pool is so weak across the board. And now it's all about picking up some high potential pitchers. We have a couple of pitchers, relievers, 2024 ETA, 75 potential. 2-seam curveball slider change. Really low velocity on that guy. Let's go ahead and do the slurve changeup combo for that reliever. And then our last pick of the draft here, we're going to look for high ETA again. I'm okay with this starter, 4-seam changeup curveball, 2-seam. Jesus Maldonado. Let's go ahead and bring him in. Like I said, not much high expectations on this draft after the first 2 picks, just because it looked so weak on paper. So there's the draft, guys. 92 potential. Barrett Clark is our #1 overall pick. We also had an 89 potential closer for second, 80 potential closer for third, and then an 86 potential Eric Dickerson, 52 overall third baseman. We got a couple of C potential guys there as well. But overall, I'm pretty happy with how this ended up playing out, especially because, like I said, the draft class was so weak. Let's go ahead and sign everyone except for the 63 potential Clint. I just don't think it's worth it to sign him at this point. And let's go check some other draft picks here. Just clicking through these draft picks, you see such low potentials. Carl Hathaway, 85 potential. Oh my goodness, everyone's drafts are so terrible. Francisco Guzman, so that center fielder ended up being a 97 potential, 98 speed, 95 stealing. He was another one of those options with the #1 overall pick. Everyone's drafts are so bad. Oh my goodness. Wow, this is crazy for a Major League Baseball draft. I want to see those other blue chip prospects. Freddie Asimov looks like he was a blue chip prospect as well. Jack Geronimo was the closing pitcher blue chip prospect, 67 overall, 91 potential. So we ended up, I think, getting the second best player in the draft overall, which, I mean, you'll take that. Number 1 overall pick, 92 potential, Barrett Clark. Hopefully he can hit the majors fairly quickly, already being a 71 overall. Good pitch mix from the right side. Hopefully he can hit. So now let's take a look at our performances up to this point in the year. Take a look at our major league rotation, our who's been hitting well for us so far. Jamison Tyone has a 3.14 ERA, very good. Mitch Keller with a 3.19 ERA. He's 5.01 on the season. Not expected out of Mitch, but I absolutely love it. Quinn Priester has struggled, 3-2 with a 6.9 ERA. We need more out of him. Bryce Wilson, 6-2 with a 3.02 ERA, and JT Brubaker with the 5.12. We have Gregory Santos, who has a 1.65 ERA in AAA. Roansy has a 2.15. Will Crowe has a 2.25. Trevor Cahill's really struggled, so it wouldn't be surprising if Will Crowe comes up to replace Trevor Cahill at some point. Brendan Malone with a 5 ERA down in AA. Carmen Mlodzinski with a 2.51 in AAA. Overall, pretty happy with that. Bubba Chandler's really struggling, but I'm really focusing on trying to develop Bubba Chandler into a two-way player, and we'll see how we can make it happen. Overall, the bullpen is kind of struggling across the board. You have Alex Reyes here with a 1.69 ERA. Will Machado with a 7.2 ERA. I mean, he's a rookie, so you're hoping that he can come up and perform. And then Sir Anthony Dominguez with the 3 ERA. Jacob Stallings is hitting 301. Michael Perez is hitting 237. Henry Davis hitting 211 with 7 home runs in AAA this year. Hopefully he can keep it up, get that average up, but those home run pop will take that out of a catcher. Matt Olson is hitting 319 with 13 home runs through the first 2 months of the season. He's been a big injection into our starting lineup. Absolutely love that. And then you have Mason Martin down here hitting 264 with 5 home runs in AA. Nick Gonzalez is hitting 302 at the major league level with 5 home runs. Let's go, Nick. He's one of our big prospects. We need him to perform. Brian Hayes, 287 with 7 home runs. That's more what we expect out of Key moving forward. Shortstops, we have Kevin Newman hitting 335, which is absolutely absurd. Leover struggling down there in AA. Vaughn Grissom's performing pretty well down in AA. And then left fielders, we have Brian Reynolds hitting 314 with 14 home runs so far this season. I love seeing Bri jump back with a big year. Hunter Bishop's hitting 240 with 5 home runs at the major league level. Not great out of him. Travis Swaggerty's 283 down there. At some point, do we see Travis Swaggerty this year? It wouldn't surprise me. Johnny McCain, our first-round pick from last year as well. They're 209 average 4 home runs. And then in right field, we have O'Neal Cruz hitting 267 with 9 home runs, and Andrew McCutchen hitting 304 with 12 home runs. Andrew McCutchen just like a fine wine, getting better with age. Real quick, here's a look at the standings as they currently sit going into the month of June. We have a 2-game lead over the Cardinals. Your Pirates 31-17. Very shocking because, like I said, I've done a lot of simulation, and they're way performing over their heads right now. You see the Cubs, Brewers, and Reds kind of a little bit farther back. Overall, I'm very happy with the draft and the direction of our Pittsburgh Pirates. If we can keep it up, you never know. We might slide into a wild card slot. As you can see, we only have the 25th ranked roster in Major League Baseball, so we are way overperforming. It's actually kind of shocking. If we keep this up, we might be looking to be a little bit of buyers at the trade deadline. We'll have to see, maybe go up and get a starting pitcher, a lower tier starting pitcher to help the rotation out. But until next time, guys, we'll have a new game for you and a new player lock in our next episode. Be on the lookout for that very soon. Thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you always for your time spent watching me. Feel free to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. Also, feel free to check me out over on Twitch. I stream Monday through Thursday at 8:15 Eastern Time. Twitch link in the description down below. My TikTok and Twitter links are also in the description down below. We just hit 65,000 followers on TikTok, which is absolutely bonkers. Until next time, guys, stay safe out there. Peace.